Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you can hear me. I don't think I saw the little notifications that some of the mods will drop when they can hear the sound. Hopefully, you're hearing. I guess I would have heard or seen a comment that you didn't hear any sound. So, welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone out there, those in the chat, those in the clouds, those at the space station. Hello to you all. Thank you, Lorna, for that notification. So I'm glad you all can hear me. Um, Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Tuesday, what I like to call Talk Tuesday. I am VS Speaks Royally. Hopefully, if this is your first time, second time, or third time, and you haven't yet hit subscribe, please do and hit the notification bell. Thank you in advance. All right. Also hit the thumbs up. That, yes, is a lovely thing. And as some of them say, it costs you nothing. Don't cost you nothing. Hit the thumbs up. Don't cost you nothing. Now, if you want to hit thumbs down, hey, be my guest. It's still engagement. And middle finger if you put the thumbs down. Anyway, let me behave myself because it's not time to cut up yet. So the subject, King Charles. Why must you lie? Some of you, I'm sure, within Squad have seen the most ridiculous headline ever, and Charles needs to get himself, his Khan, and his oldest son together. But I think the Queen kept them together mentally, and that speaks volumes when three people don't even have. Anyway, I'm going there. Sorry. Let me come over. First things first. Looking at Wanda, welcome back to channel membership. I'm going to play my little song because it'll break up some of my crazy that was about to go. You're making it. New channel member. New channel member. New channel member. Although you're rejoining, thank you so very much for rejoining. Hitching your wagon up again, and for the continual support. I do appreciate it. As Church Nellie calls it, the asylum, which she is the head one in charge of that. So let me see. All right, coming back over. All right, let me get into this. Oh, I didn't even put my y'all see how I've been doing? I didn't even have my banner going, but here we go. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So quickly, and then I'll get into pre-trash time and trash time. I know it's Talk Tuesday, but the trash that we have to talk about, that's the title of this live stream, is in trash time. So Squatty Corner, the annual giving campaign is still ongoing. Link should be pinned to the top of the chat. It's going through the Invictus Games in 2025 in February, and you know, Lilibet's birthday was just on the 4th, and we have Megan's coming up 3 days before mine. August 4th is hers. So, if you're able to give, please do. If you're waiting until 2025 to give, that's all the better. Whenever you're able, definitely share it out. Let me see. I'm just going to get to trash, pre-trash time and then get on into. So, some thoughts of squatties with regard to the headline that we're going to discuss in trash time. So, this was the idea that Charles is powerless to change the Sussex's security is the reason Harry is suing. The royals have say who is covered by taxpayer-funded RPOs and who isn't. Charles can make this problem go away if he wanted to. He doesn't. So again, why must you lie, King Charles? Because you sent your hench people to go shut down Harry's request to self-pay for security when he comes into the UK, and then you want to sit there and cry and act like a fool. But maybe it's not acting and you really are one. All right, let me Let me get myself all the way together. So this was a good thought, and I wanted to share it. Squatty thought. Camilla was married, and she had children before she was officially with Charles. I like how they said officially. But the media, the UK media, were able to attack Meghan on the fact that she was divorced when she got with Harry. The UK hypocrisy, British hypocrisy, is astonishing. And it is. It is. Um, when I'm doing my little, let me see what's trending, and you say, "Ooh, why is this trending?" And you see these different things. Yeah, that's why. So, some additional things as we're moving quickly to trash time, and then I'll check the comments. So, hmm, since I can't make my brain go anywhere other than Prince Charles, I apparently think it ended with Elizabeth. So there was a whole string. Someone was ranting about the treatment of Meghan, and some of the comments under there are kind of along the lines of what squatties think, that, this right here, the monarchy died with QE2. A lot of people believe that, feel that way, just with the nonsense that we're seeing. So, um, Royal Suitor, as you know, that from the OG Squatty podcast that all of us used to be in. So she said, I'm sorry, but the fact that an quote exclusive article on how much grandpa misses his grandchildren got one of the children's ages wrong should tell you everything you need to know about grandpa's, and put in parentheses, lack of interest in those kids with a clown face. Very much so. You're gonna, woe is me. I miss them so much. Sir, get out of here. Get. So I'm not gonna go full throttle until I get into trash time. So let me just check comments really quickly. You know how I do before we get into trash time. Hey, Nora the Stock Explorer. Hi, Mina. Hi, No. I saw you all out there. Um, Kenneth, how are you? I saw you put the time of what it is in the UK. So, Martin says KC3 has been doing the fool for decades. The old dog has no new tricks. Let me go because I was about to. Lottie says when everyone in that effing family was divorced, starting with Charles. Yes, yes. Edwina was the only one, and I'm going to just move right on up because they have hints. The drum is beating that that's coming with them. But Wendy says Charles looking for victimhood with the help from the Rhodas and tabloids looking for access to the Sussexes, not pawns to their bullshit. That right there. There you go. Most of us saw right through it, and the whole, well, as the monarch, he has control of his grandchildren, the ones in the UK, and he might need to, given absent lady's not around. Okay. Let's see. They truly want me to cut up badly. Let me see. I think that was all. I'm on to being that I just scanned these really quickly. Church Nelly, there you are. I saw you had dropped comment and the links. I'm so happy to see you in the chat. For those that might be visiting for the first time, our beloved Church Nelly had a procedure this week, and so good to see you in the chat. To you. All right. Let me see. Karen is saying nobody in that family except Harry care about their children and grands except for the photo op. Yeah. I mean, it's all about how they look. The ones over in the UK, it's all about how they look now. Okay, let me, ghostly and all. Okay, there, I said it. Phew. Uh, Lorna says King Chucky lied to the last Archbishop of Canterbury. In order to have his marriage recognized by the church, he promised Camilla would never be queen, so that devil portrait is appropriate. Oh. Woo, they do have gall, don't they? Wow. Like I didn't realize that, but So the Archbishop of Canterbury that married Harry and Meghan wasn't the same one who blessed their wedding, their marriage, because I know they couldn't be married in the church. They just had a blessing. There's times I'm just truly surprised it didn't go up in flames, both of them. Okay. All right, let me come on down. Let me make sure I don't miss. Lottie's on one right now. That SOB does not want to see any grandkids. Well, he has 3 in the UK that could keep him very well busy. We pray that they are around. Okay. Nora, does Kate really have cancer? Now you really want us to get started. um, are you asking for a friend? Because I'll answer as a friend. hmm Or I'll answer as a friend to your friend. How about that? Um, the friend says no to that question. That's what the friend says. VS Speaks feels the same in some regards, only because of the games they're playing with regard to she hasn't been seen since December 25, 2023. And that's when the entire family walked to and from church as they do each and every Christmas day. Mhm. Okay. I hope that answered your question. Woo! Okay, y'all are getting me started. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Gwen says, oh, see, Gwen. Lottie, absolutely agree, especially the black grandkids who look more acceptable to Chuck Chuck than he even imagined. He was so worried about, you know, the pigment of an unborn child, and that child comes out and he would fit right in. But, racist will racist. Let me come on down. Whew. Yes, April, I agree. It's so good to see her, isn't it? um, Nora, Lottie answered also to your friend to the question. Lottie says, hello, no. And I know what you mean by that. I just put it how I read it. Kate Middleton, nor Charles have any cancer yet. It's just all the PR that has been put out. I mean, she said it had been found. What had been found? Either you have it when they open you up or you don't have it. Okay, let me see. Y'all really want me to cut up. I'm trying to behave. Okay. Nora, thanks, Lottie. Didn't want to fire you up, VSC. Too late. No, I'm today is like Tuesdays are crazy for me. And I just was like, I am not pushing this back any further. I set the time thinking I would be good, but no. Karen said, isn't it funny that the black side of Megan's family has acted with more class than the white from both sides of the family? Well, I mean, there's a few sprinkled in with, like salt and pepper. There's a few. All right. Let me just come over and look. Okay. Now, I think I have a cash app I have to acknowledge. Hold on a second because let me just make sure. Y'all just go with me. Just, hold on, hold on, hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. Kivia, I need to say thank you, thank you, thank you for the cash app. I got it. It was almost like 2:30, or that's when I acknowledged it on Saturday. So, we had already finished Sussex Saturday. And then I said, darn it, she sent it and I missed it. So I'm going to play this for Kivia. Let me take this comment down for a moment. Hey, Navi, how are you? Come back over here. This is for Kivia for the cash app that I got after Sussex Saturday. Oh, and I have a super thanks too. Hold on a second. Let me come over here. Let me look and see who was that super thanks from. Um, it would be nice if I had my act together, huh? Woo! Alan, my buddy Alan, gave me a super thanks also after Sussex Saturday had ended. So thank you to both of you. And because of how things are received, I can't show you all, you know how that goes, especially CashApp. So I'm just going to play the music and we're going to dance. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. So Kivia, Alan, may what you dropped on me be returned unto you 1,000 times over. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right, let me just scan really quickly. I'm gonna leave Lottie. I'm gonna leave you to chat it up because I can see y'all are cutting up. Um, uh-oh, somebody's upset over a comment that I read. Oh, look at you, Elaine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're saying thank you for a safe place. Well, I mean, I don't know how safe it is just seeing one comment that just popped in, but I try. I thank you all for the support and you 26 months especially. Yeah, that's major. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey Joseph, how are you? Now, I'm reading the comments. I hope most don't, well, I'm just going to please work it out in the chat. That's all I'm going to say. Those, it wasn't meant, I don't believe, to upset anyone. Just please work it out, though. Please work it out. And there's Elaine dropping a little love. Elaine, thank you. I know it's late for you, as well as a couple of others, because I believe Kenneth mentioned it, the time over there, over in the UK. I do appreciate you UKers who are squatties and good folks, good folks. This is for you, Elaine, maybe return unto you 1,000 times over. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. To you. Okay. Let me come back over. Let me. Okay. I'm going to take that, move it over here. Oh, wow. You and Cookies and Cream joined. Oh, did I not see this one? Thank you, Cookies and Cream, my manager, everybody. Great job, Mrs. VS. That name will always stick with me. You also 26 months. Yes, several of you at the same time became members, and I appreciate you. I do. I do. I do. All right. Let me look through this. Just scanning the chat really, really, really quickly. Yes, it is so good to see her not only in the chat, but cutting up as normal. So, Oh, okay. Let me just get on into. I see things seem to have calmed down in the chat. Let me get to the trash time. Let me come on down here. Let's go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Ah, yes, trash time. Let me just say, hey, Sis Hilda. How are you? I just saw your message. Okay. Now, trash time. This is King Charles. Why must you lie? So I saw this, took a copy of the screenshot because I was like, you all have to be kidding me. And I like the date June 9th, 2024, because I that was the first thing. That's why I like dates on screenshots. Okay, just when they change the narrative, you can go back and say, but on this date you said this. Also, you realize just how flicking nutty they are. So RM, because I'm not saying his name, wrote exclusive King Charles, quote, not content with Archie and Lilibet video calls and, quote, wants to be present in lives. Well, sir, let me just start out by saying you decided that they should not have security. Number one, you didn't even want to take care of your responsibility having the Duchy of Cornwall when you were still the Prince of Wales in taking care of your children and their families. 'Cause that's part of your responsibility, you old coot. Now, you didn't want to do that. Then you had to run around with your junk hanging out your pants, doing the big one and doing laps around. I evicted my son. I evicted my son out of their house that the Queen gifted to them. Mm-hmm. Not once in these almost 8 years have you ever stood up to to protect, tell the media to shut the up when it comes to Meghan and the smears. You've been helping with getting those smears out there. This headline is such a flickin' joke. You want to be president, then you shouldn't have taken the home that the Queen gifted to them to have. You shouldn't have taken the security away from them before they had stepped back. And that was an agreement that the Queen had specifically requested that they remain protected. You know, there are threats, there are racists that have been locked away for the threats that they have made against Harry as a race traitor. And at the time, only Archie was born and they made threats against him. This headline, sir, you lie. Why anyone believes anything you say, especially since you were running around on your wife way back in the day with, she ain't even, some people call her a cow, some people call her a horse. Anyway, you ran around with that woman who's now your wife, and we're all supposed to be, oh, please, sir. Your frumpy, big-eared self lost respect long ago from most of us who have, forethought and logical thinkers. But yeah, not content, wants to be present in their lives. Well, then you, sir, pick up and move to the USA. There are other homes somewhere near Montecito because you don't have to be near them. Zoom calls seem to work for the Queen and Philip. Let them work for you. And I doubt you're even having Zoom calls. And next time that you want to leak some information on your grandchildren, get their damn ages right. Show that you really know something about them, you stupid SOB. Okay, had to catch myself. All right, now I'm going to come on down and some more stuff. So, Queen met the children. She ain't tell none of you crazies because it never made it to the media. Harry had it in his book. That's when we all found out, those of us that bought the book and read the whole thing. Oh my gosh. So you had a chance to be around Archie if you hadn't scheduled your coronation on his birthday. There was something else that was going on. I think it was trooping or it was some jubbly, it was some crap going on that then, of course, with Lilibet, but nevertheless, you have no intention, never have had any intention of those children that you didn't acknowledge their birthright styling until it was right before your coronation, and that was about 9 months after you transitioned into being a king. Mm. Mm. You have too many yes people around you because some people need to tell you, sir, sit your frumpy ass down somewhere. Go suck your thumb because you were acting like a little baby. Okay. Now, someone had shared these screenshots, these next two screenshots. By royal decree, King Charles needs Archie and Lilibet Diana to work for shrinking crown since ancient rule gives him full custody of Sussex grandkids. Now, Squad did not take kindly to this particular headline. There were a lot said behind this. The number one response that I saw before Squad would eviscerate this article was, he's into child labor, huh? Because a 5 and 3-year-old working for what and doing what? Go sit down. First, there's articles, what was that, 2 weeks ago, about George possibly offering, his cousins, Archie, a little bit jobs or having them work as royal. Get over your obsession with the children that you wanted nothing to do with. Get over the obsession. It doesn't make you all look any better. You look like pedos. versus, some concerned family members. And the only custody, it doesn't grant them full custody. Let's just get. Plus you said ancient. So you already knew because people were going to pull that up and look at it. Let's explain some things, okay? Because some people were in the comments, the trolls and derangers. Oh, well, William will get a hold of them. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's set the record straight. William's not going to be their grandfather. Hallelujah. He'll have no control over them. He better worry about his own that are with the absent lady and whomever else he's got dangling around out there, because I think he's worse than Albert of Monaco. Okay. Anyway, they like to use their titles now. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, whatever. They're not going to be working royals unless they choose to, but I can't see them giving up their life the way they're going to be raised, not being beheld to all that foolishness. Okay. Now it's absent lady time. Mm. So, June 8th, this article, quite concerned about her health, fresh fears for Princess Catherine's health as royal expert casts doubt over William's updates. Oh. Are y'all trying to turn on the air? Y'all don't believe him? Most of us have known KP has not been a trusted source since that doctored, altered picture or Franken picture was put out for, oh, look, here we are, loving family. Ooh. And, there's 6 fingers and 5 toes and a ring that woman would, well, she would only take it off in death, I'm sure, because it doesn't belong to her, it belongs to the crown. That engagement ring with the bad juju, but nevertheless, she seems to be quite well because someone got a letter. I think it was June 3rd, although it had a typo. How does a palace release a letter from someone that high ranking with a typo? Who? Hmm, hmm. Let alone people were like, oh, that looks like, it's a rubber stamp type signature, which it could be, but um, yeah. Get, instead of worrying about smearing Meghan, you need to hire staff. Well, then again, would you even know if it was proper? All right, let me move on. Now this headline tells everybody all they need to know. Get ready, folks. Get ready. June 6th, that family allowed this headline to get out there. How Prince William showed that the monarchy is at its strongest now without Kate. Now, if Squatties had tweeted something like that, the hellfire that would have been coming after the Sussex squad. How dare y'all? We've been asking, we're the ones that started the what? Where is Kate hashtag? And all hell has just, oh, y'all are horrid people asking where she's at. Well, we ain't seen her. So people are asking, where is she? That's just a common question that, not that squad is concerned, but it is very obvious. And yeah, it's a little scary. I mean, hell, her whole entire family unit, mom, sis, brother, and uncle Gary are nowhere to be heard or seen. What? Where they at? She was, last headlines, she was surrounded by her birth family, which was the weirdest headline ever. But this, he's on the world stage. The monarchy is strong. Look at me. I look like Captain America. If only. If only you had 10 more hairs, sir. Okay. This is what y'all really look like to me. Sway, Swilio, Fulio, and the mini many countless names that y'all come up with for him. And here she is. I get high, 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 I get high. That's what this picture gives me. Let me move on. So, not sure if a deranger, which the logic seems a little bit, but or squatty adjacent. But Scotland's James V, on the birth of his legitimate child Mary, is alleged to have prophesied that the Scots monarchy started with a lass and will end with a lass. Perhaps the British monarchy starts with a William and will end with a William. Now I would have went with the whole it ended with a lass. It started with a lass and ended with a lass. That's what I would have, but there's a lot to be said about that statement there. Because, yeah. Trooping's coming up, isn't it? Or have I missed it? Because I'm not paying attention to the activities of them folks over there. Um, but I would think it's around this time. I might have missed the whole shebang by now, but whew, the cousin on the balcony. I'm sure it was a little too plain for me, but so they are still having Nigeria withdrawals. I'll just say that the derangers. So this person didn't appreciate the comment that was talking about the treatment of Harry, and more so Meghan. But it says, "I am sorry. Where do you get this misinformation from?" Mind you, the person referenced JC, whose last name is being shown, is doing well. British media is doing well. Harry and Meghan, on the other hand, have not been seen or heard of since Nigeria trip. Are you tracking them? Like, are y'all tracking them like that? Really? The jams, the jars of jelly and jam didn't keep y'all busy enough, so you're tracking. They haven't been. They're doing quite well. Squatties know when they're quiet, they're booked busy, and they're doing things, and we will know when they're ready to tell us. Hmm. So a little bit more blues. This number on the wedding always seems to change. I just took the screenshot because I wanted to laugh because it seems to get higher and higher each time I see it. Anyway, they gave her a $30 million wedding and she screw it and cry out racism or racism because okay, Shiva wanted the princess life without the work. They loved her till she showed her true colors. Hmm. They never loved her. The wedding wasn't for her, so y'all truly need to get that through your skull. That was for them. They never. Did you? We see where Harry lived. You really think they were going to give Harry some big shebang because they wanted to? No, it was because of them and the PR, and they knew the money that would come in. It's a happy time. Everybody loves Harry. Yes, everybody loves Harry. So the wedding was for them. Megan did nothing but be herself. To be herself. Tell you, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to work. What you need me to do for you? And they, of course, absent lady and Sway Sway couldn't handle that. They appreciate you working, the kitchen, Grenfell kitchen, when they're together, cookbook. But they wanted all the credit for it. We know damn well that is never going to happen if, you know, Megan has stated this in the interviews. If your name, and I'm paraphrasing, if your name basically carries a lot of weight and has recognition, then yes, you should show up and do something, not just, hi, I'm here, wave and smile and that type of stuff. So that's what the others are into. They just want to show up. Now, the next two ladies have trolled, said discussing things about Meghan, but it seems they found inspiration in what Meghan wears. Still doesn't help their inner beings and selves, but it is just like, you have got to be kidding me. So, um, this hateful one here, we all know from the variety, where Meghan wore the off the shoulder tan. So Nana, who you talk all this ish about Meghan, and now you're trying to dress like you will be her. I'm gonna tell you, it don't help. It don't help. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but it exudes from one. That's really where beauty. And then this one, hmm she picked the right color because she is. Phew. But yeah, another one that wanted to have some shady stuff, and phew, she got shut down big time. But see y'all, inspiration. Oh, the one that's so insignificant per these haters and stuff. But the lady in black, look at her. They need to try to dress like her. Because she gonna come for them. Yes. Her list gets long each and every time. And just because these two crazies dress like her, don't mean you're off the list. Oh, no. You might move to the top of the list. How about that? But for me, middle finger, energy is always up and stuck when it comes down to, KC3 and his merry band of men, including his wife. Okay. All right. Let me come on up to the top. I'm going to jump into comments. Ooh, there's almost 200 comments. My God. Let me find a spot and then work my way down. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see where I'm going to start. Ooh, so whole. There's a whole lot, and some of them I'm cracking up as I'm scrolling past them. Let me see what time. All right. I'm going to start here. If, of course, comments left prior to this, feel free to drop it again. Hopefully, I'll see it. But we have a little time because we're about 45 minutes in. So, kids are saying Chucky's, Chuckles done so much to the Sussexes. He doesn't deserve any interaction with A&L. He made his bed, go lie in it. Yeah, well, or lay in it, should I say? But it's just the gall of it all. Oh, I want to see them, but why lie? All the headlines beforehand is basically like grandchildren. You mean the three here? I mean, he's never truly acknowledged. Sure. Mm, 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 mm. When he's like preach vs preach. Ooh. Mm. Let me see. Tier said they need to stop with the lies. Trying to make Charles look like the doting grandfather. He's nothing but a grumpy, old, evil man. Yes. You take away their housing, then you offer housing, and I forgot that part. You offer housing where they're not secure, they don't have security, and think you've done something grand. Man, lady in black. Whew, the karma he gonna get. My gosh. Lorna says, so my question is, how much money is King Chucky taken from the tabloids so that he can show interest in Harry's kid? Cheryl, please. It's not enough. It's not enough. He paid something for that headline, I'm guessing, because it just makes no sense. All right. Martin says all of us of a certain age clearly remember the Diana years and and that shit he and his side piece did to her. We will not forget. Exactly. He can play all this all he wants to, as if, if they hadn't attacked the crown, most people would probably not have paid attention to how they changed that story. They were so worried about how it would look. Now we know why, because she wanted to be queen, as if it changed anything that heifer did prior to. Anyway, let me stop. All right, Karen is saying he wants to see the same grandson that you left him and his parents unprotected. Why? Charles didn't care if he had died. He didn't even find the time to see Lilibet Diana before her first birthday. Exactly. Right in his proverbial back door. He loves that thing so much. Proverbial back door, but I digress. Um, hello to everyone who has joined since I was going through my content. I hope you all are doing well. That part, Compton, Cali. Chucky didn't take care of his own children, right? Barely saw them the first chance he got to ship them off so that he could be Mr. Playboy with the big ears. Yeah, he did that. Okay. Whew. All right, let me come on down. Karen M. The Sussex kids are American citizens, but he wants to get his his hands on them. I'm sure. Nasty old bastard. Okay, let me come on down here. This part, Wendy. The Sussex children are not slaves for the monarchy. Exactly. What what would they get? What protection? Why would they give up having freedom in a sense? Choose, especially if they decide on higher education, to choose the school that they want to go to, can be and do what they want to be in this world instead of being stuck under some older cousin who is, anyway, because that's going to happen to the other two, the spa and the spare over there in the UK. Lottie is saying yes. While he was running around with his Rottweiler, oh Lord, playing with a sanitary product. How disgusting. And he's the head of the Church of England. Yeah. hmm Compton, Cali, allegedly. I'm putting allegedly before I read it. Allegedly. This is a comment I'm reading. William is abusive, allegedly. Putting it after. Allegedly. We've seen pictures with fingers in the face, and we see how she, would flinch away from his touch, even on the shoulder. Let me see. Penny is saying people think Chuckles, these names y'all got for them, and Wee Willie will be the downfall of royal family, but Lizzie Lizard herself created these two monsters to begin with. Phew, somebody created them. But she traveled so much. I mean, he had harsh things to say about his mum and pa. I mean, there was not too much love lost between them or love between them. And it was very business, cutthroat business at that. Kids are saying VS so true. Everyone else upgraded their statuses not even 24 hours after QE2 passed, and they never acknowledged the baby's titles till recently. Hello, Judy. Exactly. It was right before his Kanye Nation. And of course, most of Squad was like, we don't care. But then the rest were like, listen, that's their birthright. Do the right thing. Otherwise, you're really going to show how racist you are. And of course, when all those little headlines mhm, started rolling out, they kind of got their arse together. Lilibet was born on U.S. soil to a U.S. born citizen. Yes. But that doesn't mean that these people don't just daydream about those two children, forgetting all about the ones that are already over there, that based on who they were born to are already subjected to be servants to the crown. And I mean that in full. That's what the one behind the heir, yeah, the spare and the spare spares. That's their life, to be servants to the crown. They have no choice, all while grieving their mother. Okay. Lola Love, both Archie and Lilibet are U.S. citizens. That ancient rule does not trump U.S. custody law. If he even tries to take those children, it will be hell on him. I mean, there's no reason to. The parents are still alive. number one. The godparents are named and known, and that's really what the godparents' roles are. That if something should happen, you all will step in. Okay. And I like to see KC3 go up against TP. Please. Please. Yeah, okay. Um oh my gosh. Karen M. Wait a minute. So Fergie, Charles, and Kate have cancer? Really? Couldn't they think of something better? Now, I'm not sure about the first name that you listed. She very well could. But she doesn't she likes her Formula 1 racing. I will just say that because she's always at these races. Always at the races. Penny says, "Well, at least Monaco's prince acknowledges his illegitimate children." Yeah. He was wrong to even you know, allow that to even happen, and he knew how to prevent it, but yeah, because it's not fair to them that because they weren't born within a marriage per the rules, that they don't get to inherit what really should be theirs. Just my opinion. Leukemia. The royals can't read or write. Just my opinion. Well, for Mumbles, I got you. I'm there with you. I do have some questions on the air, but he could have been swayed out for all we know. Sometimes. Cookies and cream. Now, y'all know I don't like to say that word. I don't know why. It's just, ugh. Anyway, Dirty T has more than demonstrated that he doesn't care about the Sussex family. He once again using the Sussexes as a diversion from Miss Pretzel Stickback Mumble's messy situation and as a PR ploy. They suck. The royal family, British royal family, suck at PR. They really do. So if that's what they're trying to do, and squad, once we have you in our eyesight, yeah, no. If we picked up on what y'all are doing, because hence the treatment of Meghan is what led to squad becoming. And if they had it done right, we all would probably be cheering them all on. But they couldn't even do that. So here we are. Lane says the only time Charles could step in is if Harry and Meghan split or anything happened to Harry. Diana could not take William out of the country without the Queen's permission. Yeah, I remember reading about that, which was like, what? Why would she? so, so yeah, kind of cray cray. And I'm sure he knows his limits too. And that stunt that was pulled in New York, he better leave. He better not even. Okay, I'm just saying. Let him pay for the security he wants. Actually, as he is the son of a king, he should have security, and nobody should be, oh, well, you're not a working royal. Neither is Andrew, but KC3 seems to pay that security out of his many lucrative pockets or bags of money that he gets. Um, Lottie, okay. You and Wendy back to back just have me completely. Lottie says William would never be king. First place, he's too effing stupid and jealous. Well, but his dad was too, and look where he's at. But he waited a long time before he got that role. Wendy said, "Wasn't Kate seen in Texas? Lord have mercy with this crap." Now, how's she get in the U.S.? Because don't they hold on? If they knew she had to travel. Did she just say, I want to get on that plane right there? It wasn't an empty plane. They like to have empty planes come and fly them places. It wasn't the helicopter, and it wasn't the private jet. That I didn't know that he had access to a private jet. His grandmother bought him a private jet. Hmm. They better look over those books because I have a feeling somebody's been spending money very willy nilly. Okay. Grace Day 2,220,000. Where's the Stepford wife? Mm, 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 mm. Okay. He is Compton Kelly. He's the Fulio. I think Church Nilly came up with that one, but he really is. Let me see. Lola is saying, Elaine, Charles couldn't even step in if that happened. Meghan is a U.S. citizen, the mother of both children. Meghan would retain custody. Charles has no sovereign power over U.S. Yeah, there is just no way that would ever happen. Woo! Can you? Whew, Lord of mercy. Penny said, "Can you imagine a Texan keeping a secret of a royal if a royal showed up?" No. I mean, they probably could, but it depends on who it is. But nah, people like social media. Again, she's too sick to do engagements in her own country, which would be her getting in the backseat of a car and they drive her, and it's police escort, so you're not sitting in traffic. You can sit on your phone and play. I don't know. Help me find my brain. I don't know. Is there a game like that? But her to get on a plane and fly into the U.S. come on now, y'all better cut it out. It's funny. It's just funny to even. She's lost without that man. Okay. Lorna, why do you think they want Harry to stay in the setup of Frogmore without security? The last time he was in England, no Harry, more opportunity to get their hands on the kids. Well, again, there are now, if Meghan was a UK citizen, that probably would be a lot different. But as a US citizen, them kids aren't going nowhere. And people, yeah, the crazies need to stop hoping for that to happen. Because let the crazies know every time you put that energy out there about something bad happening between Harry and Meghan or something bad happening to them, something bad happens to that family, whether it's through their headlines that they put out or real happens. Mhm. Mm. Watch what you say against Harry and Meghan. The ancestors not playing with y'all. Okay. Whew. All right, let me see. Wendy says Charles hates traveling to Africa. Didn't attend Lilibet christening. Do not stop the racist bullying by the UK media now. He cares. Yeah, looking for good PR. He needs to keep on looking. Good thing it wasn't in his eyes. And the thing that they've been looking at all these years, and he been longing for the years prior. Sure, please. I'm surprised he's not blind. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Karen M. Troop in the Color is Saturday, June 15th. All right, so I think Father's Day is Father's Day this weekend? I think here in the US, Father's Day. So, um, yeah. I'm not even gonna look for no pictures of nothing. Sussex Saturday will go on. Yeah. Mm. Troop that trooping. Okay. Um Karen, y'all really, all of you are just cracking me up. Let me see. What was William doing at D-Day? That is about America and France. Was he cosplaying his brother and trying to get photo to match with Prince Harry, with the presidents and prime minister? Yeah, I went over that on um what was that? Was it Saturday I mentioned that? Yeah, he just some label him baby king because look at me. And then, it's like give him a little pacifier and put him in the corner. Make sure you burp him. Because he truly needs a little help. But that's what he was there. Look at me. Um, well, his father and his father's wife allegedly were in tears over D-Day. So, that was a headline too. Jarence, how are you? Good to see you. I don't think I've seen your name before. Megan has a cooking show to tape. Mhm. She's probably got all of those taped. She probably has her podcast already, has to do the production and all. She's in a joke. Um, let's see. Joe, what are you saying here? Wendy Williams, a former talk queen of gossip, said Meghan's family will ghetto the royal family after. And that's why her karma came at her the way it did too. See there, Wendy put her name on so many people over the years. Jill, please. After former royal bio of the late Diana doing a book rounds on Meg Saturday, her couch takes a dig at Harry to jail, please. Don't let them folks bother you, Joe. Don't let them folks bother you. Ooh, look at this. Elaine is like their wedding brought in 1.4 billion pounds of revenue into this country. That is why there was this big wedding. It was for the royal family. I don't think anybody has seen, and that was what I was hearing in the comments, of that many people on the Long Mile. Is that what it's called? I always ask that question. Um, so, or probably in Windsor in general. So, you know, yeah, they can say what they want. The weather was perfect that day. I remember commentators mentioning and referencing that, and it was just like, the weather is superb, you know, couldn't have asked for better, blah, blah, blah. And now look. So, yeah, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Let's see. Meghan paid. Paula is saying Meghan paid for her wedding dress and more. Royal family only took care of the security, right? I think Chuck, had to keep up perceptions, paid for the reception the reception, the after party, from what I remember reading. Now, again, that could just be the PR trying to make himself look good, but they probably didn't even attend, but for 5 minutes. Let me see. Martin is saying, the only true color that cesspool of a family they saw from M was black and they couldn't handle it. Exactly. If she even, if she, now, if they didn't see her mom, that might be one thing. But if she looked anything as they say Lilibet looks, yeah, they wouldn't have had a problem with her. Not in the least. Elaine says the taxpayer only paid for the security. Right. And the reason they paid for the security is because the entire royal family was in attendance, you know, especially the monarch at the time, QE2. I mean, Philip had what, hip surgery, was it? Like weeks before and was there? Okay. I'm just didn't attend some other things that had been held prior to that. Okay. Woo. Grace. If the derangers are going to lie, learn how to spell, okay? Um, maybe Sway was swaying at the time that that letter was typed for him. I'm just. People will say and do whatever. All right, let me not close this window. Let me not close this window. Annie said that piece of ish. Maria needs to learn how to spell before writing that ish on Twitter, dumbass. Well, sometimes it's funnier just to read it as they state it because it's like, and you want to try to come for somebody? Oh, okay. Now we all can make typos, as you're typing and you realize, dang it. But people usually can understand what you're really trying to say. Mm, Tear, Elaine, no one will bring in that amount of money again. Exactly. Truly, the wedding was for that, well, the crown. Look at us. We just love Harry so much. Yes, don't don't pay attention that we had him in the smallest probably unit on KP, and he couldn't even stand up straight within Knot Cottage. Don't pay attention to that. As Oprah, no one's gonna believe this. And see, they better have never have come for her because she'll tell all of it and release those other hours of that interview that she said that they still have. Ooh, okay. Um, Lottie is truly in a mood today. I love it. Lottie says, hell no, they never gave a F about Meghan, and Meghan knew it. That's why they did their vows 3 days before. Yes, and some people going on and on about someone, I think I shared that. Someone was telling me, well, you needed to have clergy and then you needed a witness. And that's when I politely said, well, the Archbishop did confirm he was with them for, quote, counseling. hmm And remember, their friends were in town before the wedding. All right. So everything was in place if they really wanted to, but they did sign the registry on that Saturday, which I guess that maybe that was what they were upset about too. Most folks over there in that circle, the Aristo circle, seem to get married during the week. Y'all are weird. Okay. Grace, the Ward of Buffalo is trying to dress like Megan. Yeah, they're trying, but nobody is. CL is like, those are all Megan's dress. Yes. The crazies say all this wild, silly ish, and then here they are trying to, "Ooh, look at me, like Nana. My shoulders out." Okay, it's a pretty dress, but you never would have wore it if you hadn't seen Megan wearing it first. Now, let's go on. Kim says, VS Maria's a jealous troll. The royal family didn't give Princess Meghan anything. She paid for her own dress and they need to give that gown back to her and stop making money off of it. And actually, you should give her all the money you made off it while it was on display in KP. How about that? The audacity. Anyway, all right, I digress. So, and took care of the bridal party clothes, right? And then that heifer that is absent at the moment wanted to make a big deal over her. Okay. The money was afforded for Prince Harry's wedding. Yeah. Mm. Whew, my gosh. Um, Let me come on down a little more, a little more, a little more. Let me see. Karen says they can wear the dresses Princess Meghan wears because it looks good. It is relatable and do make them look young, not like old maids. But honey, once they take them dresses off, phew, that mirror, mirror on the wall cracks. Mm, mm. Cookies and cream. Whew. Just tell us how you really feel. Nana could be the twin for a Neanderthal. Woo! Angie Hart, how are you? Y'all should check her out. You can go shopping with her without even leaving your home. It's a beautiful thing. She she has made me want to go to TJ Maxx and look for a couple of purses that I saw, but I didn't do it. Let me see. Kim is saying red. Now he's called the Red King. Okay. Red King needs to get his lazy ass up on a plane and go see Harry and family on their home base. The children of Sussex don't need to visit a country that took away their other home space. Right. Come to their territory. You can still stay in LA and have all the protection you want. I would not want him staying in my home. I'm sorry. It just You want to come to LA, fine. Come for a visit? No, couldn't be me. Because them headlines would have to be running. or the mic would be outside. And once you make your formal apology and it's the whole world hears it, you might be able to come inside. Um, Wendy says William attended D-Day. The global media barely mentions it. Yeah, Prime Minister bailed out to go back and campaign. D-Day, two leads, France and the U.S. and World War II veterans. Enough said. Exactly. But yet, you know, Sway Sway, aka William, does not acknowledge Invictus Games. Didn't attend the service. We know he was swayed on something, but I'm just, let me, I'm skipping. Wait a minute. I saw FAFO. Gwen, whew, they're going to FAFO and make Harry bring the rest of the book out. That's what you really hope. Can you imagine 800? What did he say? 800 pages? Something like that. Oh, they would lose their minds. They would lose their minds. Um, Karen is saying Ferguson has been diagnosed with both malignant melanoma and breast cancer. I guess she didn't protect herself well when she was sunning while that toe was being sucked. Okay, I'm going to leave her alone. I'm going to skip comments about her because I need to. Okay, let me. The Wee Willie thing has got me just, y'all. Okay. Now I can see that the chat has gone completely the other direction here. Can't. I can't. Okay. I have to look for a comment because we're well over an hour. P P P P P. Hello to you. I hope you are well. Um, mm, 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 mm. Um, Lorna, when I was reading this and I saw the D standing right behind King Chucky, I missed a word. And I was like, what? But, of course, Randy Andy's going to be there. He has to be wherever his brother, who's got the purse strings, tells him to be. That's one reason we have to celebrate that Harry is not beheld to them crazy SOBs over there because, yeah, they send him when they don't want to go somewhere and then they let the media talk trash about Harry. Crazies, crazies. Marsha, child. The thought of, the thought of Kitty Puss in Houston has me reeling. Okay, I definitely have missed something over the last few days, but if it broke on local news she was here, I would drive to MD Anderson and talk with the black and brown help to see what's up. They would know. Sure. Mm. That's all they have to tell her. There's too many. Why Texas? Someone explain to me, maybe quickly, and I'm gonna have to go research that, and then we can chat again on Trash Thursday, Twisted Trash Thursday, because yes, Elaine, it was the most watched wedding. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Annie said, yes, there were threats on Harry and Meghan's life at the time of their wedding, so they needed all the security that the royals could pay for. They're the ones who started that shit. Yeah. Again, the reason why they tried to make it a big deal with the security and the costs, and then it was like, but the queen was there, who and her husband and the heir and the heir and and the heirs. You had so many in line to the throne that, yeah, that's why. Now be nice, Gwen. You said Eugenie's wedding was absolutely hilarious. He never looked at her. I know he could be nervous, but dude, you knew what you were getting into. You knew there was going to be televised, even if it was just local, but you knew it was going to be televised. And yeah, couldn't even look at her. I don't get that. You can't be that shy. Harry was like, "Where is she? Where is she?" When it came down to Meghan, and then when the music started, you saw this whole relief just wash over him. Now we kind of understand all the stuff going on in the background. I understand now why they had all those roads shut off as they were bringing her from where she stayed overnight to into Windsor to the wedding. So, because at first I was like, wow, they really close off a lot of roads, and but to see the crowds standing along the roadway greeting her, just yeah. Oh, 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 here we go, here we go, here we go. Paul is saying, let me see, VS, I think William um, wants Andrew's house because he wants to one up on Harry, but we all know Montecito Manor is the best house than all those rusty castles. Yes, he needs to give it up. That just shows that he's a crazy individual. Why are you still trying to quote compete with your younger brother? It's just the craziest thing ever. Ooh, y'all are gonna make me really. Lola says the Houston Chronicle came out and said point blank Kitty wasn't in Houston. Okay, you know that's pretty sad. mm, 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 mm. If she was in the U.S., there will be photos soon or later. Listen, there would have been photos the moment she stepped off the plane, please. And hello, Connie Palmer. Hello, how are you? All right, let me. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Thought one of the dogs was trying to get sick on me. I was going to be like, ooh, I gotta go. Okay. Kim is saying, VS, would the king have the power to order Harry back to the UK with family if something happened with Willie Boy's family? Let me read this again. VS, would the king have the power to order Harry back to the UK with family if something happened to Willie Boy's family? I don't think the king has any um, control of any shape, form, fashion over U.S. citizens. Because remember, Harry said where his home was. Okay. Whew. Alrighty. No, I don't, Kim. He could try. He could put it all out there in the headline if he wants to. He could put it on a piece of paper, but it's not going to go anywhere. Nobody's going to fly 5,000 miles to come try to scoop up Harry. As if they did with the security that they have, the ones that came to scoop would get scopped and they would get sent right back underneath the plane. Okay, let me go. It's time for me to go. I can see where the. All right. Let me find a sweet comment to leave up as my as my last comment. Actually, let me see. Lola, I'm just gonna put yours up because it cracked me up at the time. Okay. I had a blast, as y'all can tell. Y'all, I have so needed to laugh, especially today. So I thank y'all so very much. Um, I am off after today for the next 3 days, so you might see me or hear me is more appropriate tomorrow too, and Friday. Woo, look out. Um, I don't think y'all could handle it, but we'll see. I'll put this up. Okay, I'm gonna put up put up cookies and cream. Everyone, please continue to pray for the Sussexes, each other, and the world. Pray for Church Nellie, Teresa, Raphaela's brother. Yes. I do want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me for Talk Tuesday and going through why, asking the question and giving some responses to why King Charles lies. You don't want to, you haven't wanted anything to do with Harry's children, so don't play like you do now. All right. And don't even think about it, sir. You got away with it once. Sway thought he could get away with it, but it's going to come back to him. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm just going to say, let me check for one thing. We have some upcoming birthdays. I'll get to those over the weekend. So, okay. In the meantime, in between time, love you all. Thank you for the love that was dropped. Again, welcome back, Wanda, channel membership. Please take care of yourselves. See you very, 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 very soon. And especially around the YouTube halls that I know you. Yeah, y'all know how it is. Let me play my music and then get out of here. All right, here we go.